And I was talking with some county officials when we got here because we noticed in the pier, the village, that area when you first you get on, you drive past the causeway, you get onto St. Simon's, and there's that village right there, which is where a lot of tourists go. And we noticed the waves weren't as large there, and the longtime locals were saying that this section of the island, right by the King and Prince, this is the area that historically always has the largest waves, even when we're not dealing with any kind of tropical system. And so, yeah, right now these are definitely some big waves. Now, obviously, this is the Atlantic, so you are going to have larger waves here typically than you would over in the Gulf Coast. But yeah, we are seeing some large waves, and the water is really just crashing right up. And so the biggest concern that they're going to have here is if this water just continues to go up and starts to flood, especially some of these first couple of streets that are here. The good news is that the causeway, the FJ Torres Causeway, it's the only way on and off St. Simon's. No plan right now to close it. They're going to try to keep that open as long as they can, so that way nobody gets cut off. The reason why they wanted everybody to evacuate is because if that causeway ends up closing because it gets flooded, the way it works is that if water even touches the bottom of the bridge, GDOT has to come out and inspect the bridge before it can reopen and make sure it's safe, which means that basically the entire island is cut off. So if something happens to you, if you're here and you didn't evacuate, even though it may not be a landfalling hurricane, you could have trees that fall down. Well, if you have a tree that falls down onto your house and the bridge is closed, there's not much that the safety officials can do to be able to come get you. Trees, that's going to be the biggest concern that they have, because we've been kind of reporting that all week because we've been down here, because they were actually already having a lot of rain in the area for the couple days leading up to the storm, unrelated to Dorian, and so the ground was already saturated, and you throw on tropical storm force winds like you're talking about, it doesn't take anything for some of these trees to come down. But I think waves are going to be the biggest concern that they have here in any kind of storm surge and inland flooding, Chris.